Hi, I'm Sandy Cross. I'm the Chief People Officer of the PGA of America. We are thrilled to be partnered with Black Enterprise to bring you this video podcast series. The PGA of America is one of the world's largest sports organizations. We're a professional trade association that represents 29,000 men and women professionals who have elected a career in the business of golf. We recruit, train, educate, and deploy these individuals to work in the business of golf all over America and around the globe. We'll have a number of leading guests, including PGA professionals Scooter Clark and Rachel Melendez-Mabee, talking about the golf industry's effort to diversify its workforce. Scooter Clark is a PGA of America professional on our national staff, and he is our manager of the PGA Works Collegiate Championship. And Rachel Melendez-Mabee is the PGA Works Program Specialist for the PGA of America.
PGA Works is a strategic workforce diversification under PGA Reach, which is the foundation of the PGA of America. And it's really an intentional effort for us to diversify our workforce and inspire and engage people from all backgrounds to learn about careers and opportunities within the golf industry. We want to make sure that we have adequate representation from all backgrounds, from all dimensions of diversity in our sport and in our workforce. So we want to make sure that we are doing what we can in our due diligence to be very intentional with our outreach and educating everyone about careers and opportunities that exist in the industry. And the programs under PGA Work do exactly that. We want to make sure that we touch all aspects of diversity to make sure that we're educating audiences about opportunities within the industry. And our programs really span from, we have a PGA Works Fellowship, we have a PGA Works Collegiate Championship and a Career Expo. We have scholarships as well as career exploration events that are actually held in conjunction with one of our spectator championships. And all of those programs, at the root of it, is designed to introduce careers in the industry, but also to say that there are people that look like them within the industry. We bring in diverse PGA professionals, we bring in diverse professionals within the industry to really talk about their experiences and educate them on what is a possibility.
The Career Expo is a career development opportunity for our student athletes that participate in the PGA Works Collegiate Championship. It is held Thursday evening, which is the eve before the first round of the championship. We typically have 18 to 22 exhibitors that come to the golf course and speak to the student athletes about careers in the industry of golf. These employers range from Titleist, which is a vendor in the golf industry, to AJGA, USGA, some of our allied associations, and really build that awareness of the opportunities that exist within the game of golf as a career for the student athletes.
The PGA Works Fellowship is a one-year paid entry-level opportunity in one of our 41 PGA section offices, and our section offices are across the country. We actually launched the fellowship back in 2017 with 3 fellows in 3 sections, and in 2020 we'll have 13 fellows in 13 sections all across the US. It's really intentional in design in the sense of our section offices sort of touch many things, but at the root of it, they're going to touch a lot of foundation activities. And they'll touch anything from event operations to business admin to marketing communications, all within their foundation space. And again, it's designed to introduce them into different areas of the industry to educate them on what is out there. You know, a marketing professional may come in and say that they love event planning. But again, this fellowship really does introduce them to those different aspects of the industry. For example, this year we had 10 fellows in 10 sections, and we were actually able to place 7 of those fellows into full-time positions within the golf industry. So it goes to show you that we are in tune with their professional development and their career development, especially as it relates to the PGA Works Fellowship. You know, it's a one-year term, but we never want it to be a one and done. It's not a year and then, you know, we send them along their way. We walk the walk with them, and we walk that pathway with them in their career development. We want to make sure that it's sustainable, that they are in this industry to ascend into those really key positions.
So the PGA Works Collegiate Championship, tagged the most culturally significant championship in collegiate golf, is a 54-hole stroke play season-ending championship specifically designed for minority-serving institutions. Within that, we've got predominantly black institutions, HBCUs, historically black colleges, universities, and Hispanic-serving institutions. The championship each year hosts 180 to 200 student athletes that come to Port St. Lucie at PGA Golf Club and participate in the season-ending championship. The championship creates what I call an on-ramp into the industry. Historically, the underrepresented people of color have not had that cultural awareness of the industry and the jobs that are created through the game of golf. So through the Career Expo, through the championship, what we're doing is we're able to create this awareness and on-ramp for opportunities in the game of golf. Through that, we're able to change the face of the game, and really create what I would say is an industry and a game that is more reflective of our communities.
So the PGA Works Scholarship is really designed as an introduction to our PGA membership. So we do have golf management university schools all across the country, and these scholarships are designed to introduce diverse individuals on that pathway to membership. And the golf management universities, the curriculum is based solely to guide their pathway into membership. So those individuals that might be thinking about membership, this is their entry point and this is their entryway into that pathway. PGA Works Beyond the Green program is held in conjunction with one of our PGA Spectator Championships, mostly at our PGA Championship sites. And it's a career exploration event. It's intentional in design that we want to bring in college-bound students to introduce them into careers into the industry. We'll have panels, we'll have speed networking, even a behind-the-scenes introduction into sort of the operations and logistics of a major championship. So it's a hands-on approach to our career exploration events, and it just introduces them into the different possibilities within the industry. There's a myth out there that within golf you either teach it or you play it. We want to debunk that myth with programs like what's under PGA Works to introduce them that there are such a myriad of possibilities that exist within this workforce.
Diversity in golf is critical because we want the game to be more reflective of our communities. We are becoming more inclusive, through changing our workforce, through building a more inclusive workforce, we're able to create a more inclusive game. I developed my passion for golf through my father. I grew up, started playing the game at the age of 4 and played throughout high school and college and was able to really forge a career in something I'm truly passionate about. And so for me to be able to provide that opportunity and create the awareness in other students, student athletes, to where there's the understanding that you can tie a career into something that you're passionate about, then again, it's not work at that point. It's your life's, it's a labor of love. It's your life's work. So to be able to afford our student athletes and students with that opportunity is something I'm hugely passionate about.
I know I often talk about my own story, and I walk into meetings and boardrooms, and I often ask myself, do I belong? And we as an association and with this program, we answered that question, is that you do belong. And with these programs, especially the ones that I mentioned, you always want to make sure that, again, that we're answering that question correctly by bringing them into our workforce. And to ascend into key positions, have that proverbial seat at the table, make those critical decisions. So bringing those diverse talent into our workforce is going to be key to making those decisions and really what sustains us as a sport and an industry. So personally, what it means for me to be involved with PGA Works is it's very relevant to me. I'm a woman of color, so I'm the person that doesn't feel like I belong. And it's an impetus for me to really drive that change and to be a change maker within this industry, because as I talk to students, I really hear that, well, I don't belong in this industry. I mean, I've actually heard, I'm a black female, I don't belong in golf. And to me, I need to change that narrative, and what we're collectively doing at the PGA of America and with PGA Works is changing that narrative, that we are on the ground really educating everybody about not only is this industry for you, but you can thrive in this industry and you can have a seat at the table and you can make those critical decisions. What once was is no longer. We know that to stay relevant, we have to attract America's new consumer, and we have to be involved with diverse audiences and engage and inspire that pool of talent into our workforce. And again, it's personal. I can't emphasize that enough. My story, and as I sort of have faced the headwinds that come with being a woman of color in this industry, I can speak the story and I can speak the truth as to what it was, but I can also speak the truth that we're changing and the narrative is changing, and that the more that we do and the more that we engage with you into our industry, the better it's going to get.
To learn more about the PGA of America's commitment to inclusion and diversity, visit us at pgaimpact.org. You can also follow us at PGA Works on social media.